Bearcat Journal here with Cincinnati cornerback Kai Stokes. So obviously you make the position change.
Sir.
Was that something that the coaching staff approached you with? Was it something that you said, look, I want to get on the field, this is something I'm willing to do? How did that process kind of shake out?
It was more of a collective decision. They approached me with it. We talked it over, and you know what I'm saying, I want to put myself in the best position to play, but I want to be used however I can to help the team win. So we decided that cornerback was going to be the best move for me for this season.
You kind of played all over in high school, right?
Yes, sir.
So was that something, did you ever expect to play corner in college? Was it something you were willing to do, or were you kind of comfortable with safety?
It was something that I was willing to do, especially like when you look at the NFL and the trajectory of the corners that are there. You know, you got sauce guard and you got some of the taller, lengthier corners that are in the NFL. So I thought that was a possibility, and then like I said, the coaches made that dream come true. Obviously they saw the potential that I could have at the position and maybe make a switch.
How comfortable have you been out there? Does it take a little getting adjusted to from being deep to now being kind of face-to-face?
Yeah, it's definitely been a progression. You know, the first couple of days, it was happening real fast. Like you said, I'm used to being at like 7 to 10 yards. So, you know, being at 2 to 3 does happen a little faster, but I've been adjusting well, and it's been, you know, getting better as practices go on.
How different is Coach Hicks compared to what you've had here in the past? Just his personality or how he goes about things?
Man, I think he's a great coach. I think we've had great coaches in years past, but I think Coach Hicks is a great coach, man. He's very passionate. And you can tell that he loves the sport and he loves to teach. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's deeper than just coaching for him. I think he really wants us to develop as players, but also as men. So he's a great coach. I love him.
Do you have a chance to do any leadership type stuff yet, or because you're still adjusting, you know, do you kind of, I'm focusing on me right now, and I'll get to that a little bit, because there's a lot of really good young corners in that room.
And that's a good point. Like I think the way that our corner room is positioned, everybody's a leader. So you have, you know, Daniel James, who's been making plays and is a vocal leader, and then you have Logan Wilson, who's a vet, who's a vocal leader. So I think everybody is able to make plays and everybody's able to be a leader in our room, man. So I've been able to step up when I've needed.
Logan's the quiet one, though, right?
Logan is very vocal. But every room needs a person like Logan Wilson, man. You need that fiery, rambunctious person that's going to get the energy up. So he's needed.
What do you see from the young guys, from Gravy and from Willie and Daniel James? What do you see from those guys coming up?
Man, they're fighters. They're not going to give up. They keep coming every play. They keep coming every practice, and they bring it, man. They like to get better. They, just like Coach Hicks, they love the game of football, and they love to just get better. And it shows up in the practices, man. You see them getting better every practice. So I think they're going to be really good players, man, if they continue to, you know, trend up like they are.
What was your first impression the first time you lined up against Jeff Caldwell?
This guy can run. Like, I know I can run, but man, his stride length is crazy. So he picks up ground so quickly. And for him to be that tall, like, his acceleration is out of this world. So he's gonna be really good for us.
When you find out you're changing positions, what's kind of the biggest thing that you focus on to kind of acclimate? Is it playbook? Is it watching film? What's the kind of the biggest focus?
Really, for me, what I focused on was technique. I feel like I've been in the defense for a year, so coming from safety to corner, I kind of had an idea of what the playbook was gonna be. But I try to start from the ground up. So, you know, I made sure my feet were right, my eyes were right, and that my technique was really going to be where it needed to be. And then everything else is going to work on top.
What would you say your best trait is at corner?
My length and my speed. I'm still getting better at, you know, shooting my hands and using my length, but I'm a 22-mile-an-hour guy, and I can run, I can jump, very athletic. So I'll say my athleticism overall.
Is there an NFL guy that you've watched a lot of since you changed positions to try to study?
J.C. Horn.
Okay.
J.C. Horn and Pastor Tang. Man, I love watching those guys.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
How much more comfortable is everybody year 2 in this defense? Can you tell that it happens faster?
I think everybody is a lot more confident, a lot more comfortable, especially like after you get that 1 year under your belt and you kind of know what to expect, you kind of know where you're supposed to be. I mean, it makes everything just gel that much quicker, that much easier. So I think everybody's clicking really well. The D-line to the linebackers, back to the secondary, we're clicking and playing at a much faster level.
What's it like playing for Coach Veit?
I love Coach Veit. I could put him and Logan in the same category. Very fiery, very rambunctious, man. And he's going to make sure your energy is through the roof. I love him. He's a great coach.
Gotcha. All right.
Appreciate it.